Welcome to the penultimate episode of Season 2's Engen The Making of. With all the twists, turns, drama and surprises, I'm not ready for it to be so close to the end. Speaking of ends, wasn't the last elimination heart-wrenching? To recap, our sponsor was G&G Productions, a returning Engen The Making of sponsor and a leader in event management. Known as the Goosebumps Company, they challenged our entrepreneurs to create an event that captured the international fitness craze, blending fitness, music, food, and lifestyle, all wrapped in those signature goosebump moments. Team KK, Koketso and Katlego, faced off against Refilwe and our comeback kid, Mlungisi, with teams fighting for 50,000 Rand each. Team KK was confident and seemed tight, but in a shocking twist, they only submitted one document. The judges liked parts of both solutions, but couldn't quite pinpoint the unique pull for either event. The decision split the judges. Sim voted for Team 1. Greg backed Team 2, leaving it to head judge Heidi to call the winner. She sided with Team 2, consisting of Mlungisi and Refilwe, defeating Katlego and Koketso. Mlungisi opened his account with 50,000 Rand, and Refilwe moved to an impressive 83,333 Rand. Refilwe and Mlungisi seized the chance to eliminate Katlego, seeing him as a bigger threat than Koketso. Katlego walked away with a staggering 161,666 Rand in winnings. Though disappointed, he admitted that he would have done the same thing had he been in their shoes. Refilwe and Koketso were visibly emotional, bittersweet about surviving at the cost of not just a competitor, but a friend they'd grown close to and learned a lot from. At the end of this round, two entrepreneurs will walk away with 50,000 Rand each, and that all-important opportunity to become the 2025 Engen The Making of champion. Let's join our entrepreneurs and find out what unfolds in this semi-final episode. Engen The Making of Top 3, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are we feeling after yesterday? I mean, it was an emotional one. Refilwe, how are you feeling?
It was such a difficult decision to make, but I mean, today's a new day, so we are just excited to see what it has in store for us.
Mlungisi, you finally opened your bank account. How are you feeling about being here today?
Excited about the bank account. Slightly nervous about today, but feeling really positive.
Koketso, obviously you lost your partner in Team KK Crime, so how are you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm okay today.
Okay. So, no teams today. You're going up against each other individually. Okay? But in order to go up against each other individually, we need a new challenge, right? And today we've got a really exciting sponsor for the day's episode. With me, I've got Dawn from 3M. And welcome, Dawn.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here.
So, do you want to tell us about 3M just a little bit?
Yes, guys, first of all, congratulations and welcome. So 3M is a real innovation powerhouse, a global company that's renowned for innovation. You'll find us in industry, you'll find us in homes, you'll find us in communities, and it's really about a broad set of solutions. The innovation that you will see is everywhere around you. In fact, you're never more than about 3 meters away from a 3M product. So the light enhancement film that you see in your phone, we bond aeroplanes together. If you're driving down the road and your traffic lights reflect back at you, it's the diamond grade, that the reflective properties in that material that enables you to see those particular street signs. But I think when it comes to communities, today's challenge is really about being relevant to South Africa, about being able to understand a number of our products. And in the box that you have, you'll see a variety of different products. So what you will see is you will see a number of products that are tapes, adhesives, you'll see some abrasives, you'll see some safety products. And what we really are wanting you to do is to think very broadly and openly about how you could take these products to market, package them in a community fix-it kit, where individuals would be exposed to a broad range of 3M products. So whether you are in an office and you're needing to hang up a particular sign, or whether you are wanting to perhaps sand a desk in a particular school area, it's thinking about how you will take a number of these products, perhaps package one or two of them together in a way that's durable and affordable to the communities, but that's going to solve a particular problem. And I think that's what 3M is all about. You know, we are always relevant to whether it is business, office, community, so in home, in the office, outside in industry. Today, it's really about opening up your minds and being creative. So you're going to need to package this very effectively so that it resonates with the target audience. I don't know right now if you guys have any particular questions you would like to ask me that I can actually maybe bring this idea more to life, but we do have our 3M van outside, which you're going to have an opportunity to see, and that showcases a number of our solutions as well. So between the box and the van, and also I think having a look on the internet, 3M, as I say, is innovation at its best. Have a look and see on the internet what you can find about our amazing company. The brief is simple, it sounds simple, but I think it's the creativity that's really going to bring it to life.
This is a fun one. I was saying to Dawn off camera that if you studied business and you didn't come across 3M at some point as a study in innovation, then you probably didn't study business. So you each get a question. Koketso, as usual, I'm going to start on this side.
Hi, my name is Koketso from Angela Care. I just want to know, is it more about getting to the markets, or is it more on so that more communities, can actually know 3M, or both?
So it is a bit of both. I think the reality is that 3M is the world's best kept secret in some instances. So community is a big target market for us. And if we can, package something for the community, that would be ideal. But I think the innovation comes in taking a number of these core products and combining them so that you've got a one-stop shop in your box. If you're going to present a kit, you're going to manufacture something, come up with an idea. It's so that when people open whatever the box is that you provide them, they have everything necessary at their fingertips. Okay. So they have the goggles, they have the safety wear, they have the bonding solution with a set of instructions on how to actually go about solving the problem that they might have individually. And there will be different problems. It's for you to determine what's going to work best, or what you think is most ideal for the South African community.
Awesome. Mlungisi.
Good morning. My name is Mlungisi Nkosi from the Maths and Science Center. For now, I have no questions, just looking forward to reading the brief.
Thank you.
Awesome. Refilwe?
Good morning, my name is Refilwe from Glowlux. I just want to understand so far, what has been your biggest limitation in reaching this community?
I think the biggest limitation has been the ability to get a marketing budget behind scaling our reach. So it's definitely about getting into the geographical areas. You'll find that major end users know 3M very well. So if you're in mining, if you're in manufacturing, but when you talk about households and being visible in communities and households, it isn't really something that we are that effective at. And you'll also see that the 3M brand is normally very small on products. So we're not great at promoting our mother brand. We'll promote strategic brands, but the mother brand needs to be amplified far better through the solutions that we have.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think, just to show you, you're probably accustomed to rivets and screws. This particular bond, which is called a very high bond tape, allows you to bond two surfaces together without using rivets and screws. And this is one of the solutions that I think will be very valuable in the community. Instead of defacing a wall or trying to stick something together, if you're wanting to keep aesthetics, you can actually utilize this product, and the strength of it is exceptionally strong. What you see in there is a competitor product that I pulled apart. Now if you try and pull the 3M VHB tape apart, So as I say, buildings are put together with this. Buses are put together with this. If you get into an aeroplane, you can be guaranteed that the panels are put together with this very high bond tape.
Sure.
So it's the ingenuity in this and for open people's minds as to what they can do apart from conventional solutions. You know, utilize these innovative solutions that save time and save money overall.
I sort of wish you hadn't told me that about the plane. I would prefer thinking that there are millions of huge bonds and huge rivets and screws keeping it together. But you know what, Dawn? I trust you.
Absolutely.
Dawn, thank you so much. Your brief has been so comprehensive and your answers to the contestants have given them a little too much information, to be perfectly honest. But, you know, it is semi-final time, so we'll be nice to them, right?
Good. And good luck. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing the creativity a little bit later today, guys.
So you'll be joining us for judging later on.
I will be.
So until later, Dawn, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.
So no teams to pick today, but we do still need graphic designers, right? Those guys that help you bring it to life. So graphic designers, please join me. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm sure you're quite excited about the semi-final as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see who you're going to be working with. The best choice. Contestants, please reveal your graphic designers. Okay, so Johnny, please join Kuketso. Stanley, please join Lungisi. And for him, please join Refilwe. Do you know what occurred to me with this challenge? Do you know who would be really awesome at this challenge? Katlego. I mean, being a product designer, right? I think he would be the person, and if you guys were still in teams, I think, Koketo, you'd agree with me that he would have been a massive asset to have today, right? Well, this is Engen The Making of, so we always have a bit of a twist up our sleeve. So, our twist for today, please join us. Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Katlego, do you think they're happy to see you, or are we...
I think I'm seeing smiles all around.
Okay, so you guys all know the face. You guys all know what he's capable of. In fact, you know so well what he's capable of that that's why you decided to get rid of him on the previous round, right? Here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys a chance to get Katlego on your team. As you know, this is an individual challenge. But for the right price, you can get his expertise for the day. I can see the faces. You're curious about how this is going to work. So first and foremost, Katlego is not gaining anything from the winnings today. So whoever wins, your 50,000 Rand is yours. But sometimes as entrepreneurs, we know that we need to reach out to people who are better than us at certain aspects. Sometimes it's worth sacrificing a little today for the big win later on, right? So here's how this is going to work. Lungisi, you have won 50,000 Rand thus far. Refilwe, you have won 83,333 Rand so far. Koketo, you're sitting on 103,333 Rand.
And 33 cents.
And 33 cents. Sorry, I will not take your 33 cents away from you. That is the maximum amount that you are allowed to bid for Katlego's help today. Now Now, you might think that you've got this challenge and you don't need his help. You can bid nothing. That's fine. Or you can say, he's so good that he's going to get me into the 100,000 Rand for tomorrow, and I'm willing to sacrifice all of my winnings today to get him on my team tomorrow. In a minute, you'll be going up to the voting booth to place your bids. This is a secret bid, so it means that you're not going to be discussing it. It means that you're going to be going up, putting down what you are willing to pay for his services today. Okay, we're going to do this one at a time. So, Refilwe, can you please go to the voting booth and make your bid? Welcome back, Refilwe.
Thank you.
Mlungisi, please make your bid. And Refilwe, if I were you, I'd get my game face on.
Katlego, you're worth it, my man. That's more than half what I have right now. So please, let's do this.
Welcome back, Mlungisi. I'm trying to read the face.
Oka face.
Kuketso, you're the last one going up there. And again, this is a reminder that, whatever you're sacrificing today, if you get him, it's the opportunity to win 150,000 Rand. 50,000 Rand today and 100,000 Rand tomorrow. Kuketso, your turn, please.
Let me go get my partner in crime.
How much now? 50. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Okay, so we need to find out what your bids were. Contestants, please reveal your bids. Refilwe has bid 0. Kuketso has bid 13,000, and Mlungisi is our winner at 30,000 Rand. Clearly, he really wants the opportunity to work with you. I want to get a little bit of the reasoning. Refilwe, 0, so you didn't want to work with him. What was your reasoning there?
It's not that I didn't want to work with him. My strategy has been to fight getting to this point. I think from working with him, I've learned quite a bit, and trusting in my capabilities, I'll be able to fight even going forward.
Okay. Kuketso, you had a lot more money to bid and you decided on a number. How did you come to 13,000 Rand?
Well, I thought they're going to bid less. I thought they're probably going to bid like 10,000. I'm like, okay, here's an extra 3,000. I didn't know that Mlungisi wants to get rid of some of the money that he lost yesterday, but anyway.
Well, he made yesterday.
That he made yesterday, yes.
Mlungisi, clearly you think that Katlego is going to be valuable in helping you win today.
I've never had an opportunity to work with Katlego before, but I can see that he's quite a resource. I mean, he's won every round so far. So clearly there's something right that he's doing. It's an opportunity. I mean, business is really about that, using money to actually earn money. So that's the reasoning.
Okay. And that's a 30,000 Rand paycheck for the day for you, Katlego. Katlego, please join Mlungisi. I think that was a nice twist, eh?
Absolutely.
Contestants, remember that today you're playing for 50,000 Rand, but more importantly, You're playing for the opportunity at the big prize tomorrow, 100,000 Rand that goes into your back pocket. I think that you've got a great challenge. It's going to be interesting to see how you work individually. So, Engen The Making of contestants, you may go to your boardrooms. How's that for a plot twist? With our entrepreneurs getting settled in their boardrooms and getting to grips with a sticky challenge set by a business literally studied for its innovation, it's time to get to know the judges who will be deciding on who will be competing in our grand final. From our sponsor for this round, 3M, we have Dawn. She knows 3M inside and out and lives for quality. If the entrepreneurs don't deliver, Dawn will press them until they stick like 3M command strips. No shortcuts, no falling apart. Our head judge, as always, is Heidi. She's all about the brand, the story, and the longevity of solutions. If something doesn't feel real, there isn't a billboard big enough to hide it from her. And from our title sponsor, Engen, we have Sim. He's all about fueling the future, innovation, sustainability, and empowering communities. And he'll make sure the contestant solutions are like Engen fuel injection, clean, efficient, and ready to accelerate. With 50,000 Rand and a spot in the final on the line, the judges are looking for something special. First, the solution. Smart, creative, and answering the brief. Second, the financials. Proof that it can stand on its own. Third, the name, because every great product needs a memorable identity. And finally, the tagline. The spark that makes people lean in. With so many possibilities, this could be such a great product to create. So let's jump back to our boardrooms and see how our top 3 are approaching this challenge.
Now design a physical prototype or mock-up of your kit or solution. Show affordability and accessibility. How will this be priced, sold, or distributed? Integrate brand visibility in a way that feels natural and adds value to the daily consumer.
So what I'm going to try and do today, just to save time, so I'm not going to wait to finish the whole thing. So as I'm doing the word, then I'm already going to summarize for the PowerPoint.
presentation.
Yes. I think it will help me as opposed to finishing everything.
So the challenge, your mission is to design a low-cost, easy-to-use community fix and safety kit that solves a specific and common repair and or challenge.
So I think I'm deciding that I want to focus on marginalized groups. But I'm thinking if I want to scale, my biggest bet would be schools more than households. Because the minute you go house to house, I have to compete with the immediate needs of that household. You know, when you get a company that is so big and I mean, it's a global leader. So trying to figure out what's that one thing that they can do, you know, to sort of solve their problem. That was a bit challenging. So I just tried to keep it as simple as possible because sometimes it's just in the simplicity that you'll find your answer.
So in the meantime that I'm drafting how I'm gonna go about this, I would like you to design a packaging for me and a logo. I think we should also just, in terms of when you do the package, can we look at the color schemes that they use so that we can still stick to that? I think it's very unfair. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it at all. I don't know. I don't like this wildcard at all.
Who do you think we should be targeting specifically? You know, I think as a customer profile, most of South African households are headed by single mothers, you know, so maybe we create something that's specifically for them. There's hardly ever someone in the house coming in to help. It's usually they have to get someone from outside.
So I want you to feel like you have a repair guy or a repair person in that kit. Oh, Okay, thanks.
I think it's easier to work with one person because ideas aren't all over the place. It's easier also because Refiwe and I were working in such a manner as the moment I thought I had a time to breathe, she was like, thank you, you're done, here's the next part. We worked per slide.
How's it going, Philby?
It's going well. Thank you.
Is it going well? You look a little tense.
I'll be fine.
Okay. So as you know, you get to ask our expert a question at this time, and I'm going to let Bongani introduce himself.
Thank you. Yes. My name is Bongani Nduli from 3M South Africa. I'm in the Safety and Industrial Business Group.
Okay. So focusing on communities, who is your most underserved target that has the greatest potential for scale?
Sure, that's a deep question.
That is indeed a loaded question. Very good question as well. The school market. So the learners market. That's
The education space.
Education space.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that answers both our questions, and I did get that, by the way, 2 questions in one.
Was it? Thank you.
But at the semi-final stage, I think that you phrased it cleverly enough to get away with it.
Thank you.
Rufilwe, good luck. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go.
And there are those stationery shops. Stationery, like lately what they do, Kurikulum at schools, what they do is that they have already where they buy their stationery. So they've partnered with that. So if we could also try and partner with those companies, those suppliers that supply schools, that could also be an easy, accessible way for them to penetrate in schools. It was very hard working alone. It was very hard. Like you've got an idea, but you're taking in everything that they told you that you must do and mustn't do, and you're trying to put it and structure it nicely. And with the giving time when you're all alone, it's like it was so difficult. I don't want to lie.
Because I'm just thinking, just some of these things, like I think they're just too descriptive. But I mean, when you think about if you're going to repackage this for a mom, they need to actually know where am I going to use this, right? But of course, maybe what we can do as part of our solution is that we'll come up with a manual, right?
Do you know what exactly your product is?
I'm getting to the product. No, the product against the kit. So I'm getting to the product. I know what I need the product to do.
What does the kit consist of?
I have to decide what goes into the kit. But my thing is, whatever it is going to speak to the repairing, the bonding, and the safety. So yes, I'll get to the product. I just need to get this concept and name out of the way. So I'm focusing on the schools. I'm focusing on edu. First of all, that's how I think. That's my thinking process. So I think aloud. That's why it works so well in a team, because as I'm thinking, somebody's catching it and we are building onto that. But today, listen, nobody's gonna save you now. You're on your own. But yeah, it was just a huge reality check for me.
I think it can fit. The branding has to speak to mom.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking Uti, maybe something like with flowers, right? I don't know whether we'll add it around the mom's magic. What's the name? I need to get this right. Mom's magic box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say being here today and working with Mlungis was quite interesting. I think from my perspective, I feel like it was a dual thing, trying not too much to involve myself, that it seems like it's my thing, and having him lead and having him experience what it takes to essentially move himself to the next phase. But I also feel it's a bit tricky as well, that I still want him to win. I still want him to go to the next round and feel like it was an investment well made.
Let's call it the NCA Safe Kit, which is for this mount it, fix it, and protect yourself.
Self kit.
Yeah, no, the Enca Safe Kit.
Safe kit.
One word, name. Enca Safe Kit. And then with a tagline or mount it, fix it, and protect yourself.
How did I feel about being chosen by Kogetso? It's strange because we've worked together. I think this is the 5th time, if I'm not mistaken, working together with Kogetso. So it was for me, it was okay because we've kind of figured out a system on how to work and get things done more efficiently than having to work with someone new and trying to establish a system, a working system.
Easy Guard. Is that our name? Edu Guard, sorry.
No, you said the tagline, easy guard.
Edu Guard. What do you think?
I can't think.
You can't think, ne?
Sorry.
I'm assuming that at this point, Blue kind of has to feed him the information and drive the project. Katako's not driving the project. So ultimately, he's guided by Mlu. So like I said, it's anybody's game. It can really go either way. Is it an advantage? Definitely, you've got two minds. For example, I was struggling. I didn't know who to ask questions to, who to bounce my ideas off. So it does help, but again, it's no guarantee.
Hey, Team One.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
Hi, guys.
You know, when the graphic designer is the happiest to see me. Okay, so you've got just about 2 hours left. Hopefully you've got a question for Bongani.
Sure. I actually haven't thought about it as yet. But in your solution, is there any maybe ceiling that you want to have in terms of costing?
In terms of costing, I'd say that I'd still leave that to you.
Okay.
So based on your solution,
Yeah.
what would be most relevant and what would be most appropriate for the market? So that we'll still leave to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's get out of here before he thinks of another one.
Okay.
So check. So you have like your problem statement, right? So that's what opens with the problem, right? And
then what you can do for me is to have the different headings for the presentation.
Yeah. So I've already drafted up After you finish with that, I just want to make sure if I'm happy with how it goes.
Do you also want to include the
No.
markup, or it's just
Yeah, it's a
cost? Do you want me to screenshot the whole thing, or it's
Yeah, is.
Okay.
Are you busy with problem and opportunity?
I'm gonna send it now.
Is there 2 points?
2 points, what do you mean?
Like, remember how you did yesterday's slide? We had problem and then 1 point and then there's like a summary of the problem and then... It's the first time in my life I've worked at this industry. But I don't think I faced any difficult challenges because or at least the way we read the brief. So when she does give me information, I roughly understand how much paragraphs to expect.
You have to show that because it's a magic box, you know, you can't have a magic box.
Really plain.
Just a plain one.
Okay, no. See, it helps having you around. Because I was actually just going to hoy everything in there, but
no,
it
you
makes
have
sense.
to design it as a
it
package,
makes sense.
you know,
It's special. This thing is for
mom,
for,
you know, and it's like, this is her magic box. So when she gets it, she's like, oh, get me my magic box, you know, and then when she opens it, it has to have like that feeling and that experience.
The bid that I made with Katlego was definitely worth it. You know, if I had known what the others were going to bid, I would have gone a little bit less. However, the value that he added, I mean, this is the first time that I'm working with, you know, someone of his caliber.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay,
Good
so
afternoon.
you've got less than an hour left, so I'm hoping you've got a really dynamite question.
I hope so too. My question is with regards to brand visibility. It was something that was highlighted as very important. So I just wanted to find out what has been the biggest limitation or challenge thus far for you guys achieving that?
Yeah, I think you are spot on there, as it was mentioned in the brief. So our focus hasn't been on the mother brand. So we aren't. I think if you think about it, you've never seen 3M on TV. You haven't seen 3M advertised in the newspaper. So the awareness of the brand has been one of the challenges in getting out there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck.
All the best.
Thank you. Fahim. And then expansion plan.
I think it's all upon how she presents. If she's able to present like she did yesterday, I think she'll take the #1 spot today. I really have a lot of hope and faith in her today.
The conclusion must be the last page. The
Budget,
contents
yeah,
page.
shield and shine wins.
Page numbers. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm done. I've put it. Did you see?
Yeah, man.
Can I get the page numbers, please? The table of content. Like I said, get the man.
Is on.
How much would your total revenue be?
So
if you sell 1,000
so
of this,
that would be a million.
about
1,830,000.
no, a million would be if you sell 100.
No.
Oh yeah, 1,000.
1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, if you sell 1,000.
And how much?
So if we
you
add,
need at least for that to be about like 20 to 30% of your budget going to marketing. I think the TMO journey has been great. For me personally, it's been great being brought back in as essentially a consultant. You know, as I said throughout the journey, is that something that I do as my business does is consulting, and today was another opportunity to consult. You know, and I wish Mlungisi the best of luck. I think we have a compelling concept, and I think he has the capability to present a winning solution.
Oh, you're moving things. Okay, I'm just gonna put conclusion here. Still paste. Sorry, give it a that. Yeah. But I'm done. 4 minutes. Okay.
What's the next slide?
Implementation and traction, and then financial snapshot.
Implementation and
Traction.
wow, girl. Who was I talking to last night? Hey, Kappa, how much time did I think I had? Hey, I'm confident in myself because honestly, I did my best. There's nothing that I can point to say, no, I could have done better there. I tried to use my time. I tried to duplicate myself. It's just that, again, like I said, I'm not familiar with this industry, and that can catch up to you. But I think me simplifying the problem as much as possible will help me better articulate what I'm trying to do, and hopefully the judges will see, you know, some value in it.
So everything I've put here, spelling is sharp. There's no need for us to double check.
I think you can remove all this information here.
This one?
Yeah, this paragraph.
From
just
the resourceful to children.
Yeah, just leave the quick points.
Okay. Anything else, but?
okay, can I just see the flow of it?
The other one,
Target audience. Target audience.
And then after marketing campaign, target audience,
It's marketing mix.
and then after
Listen, you know what? I'm here now. Like, Lord, I don't know anything about this industry. So, this is my best.
May you please just send me the presentation as well?
Really the PowerPoint again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Finally, they'll see the final one.
Are you sure?
You know,
Okay.
the two of you had a bit of a moment yesterday, and now the two of you are having a bit of a moment today. I am curious to see how this relationship pans out. And I'm gonna get out of here before it gets violent.
Before it gets heated up.
Why is that did that? No, what do one?
What type one? What type one?
5, 4, 3. Oh, okay, and I won't even get to 2 and 1. This is depriving me of drama, guys. Like seriously, you're supposed to panic.
Oh,
4,
okay.
3, 2,
No, it's got me.
1, and time. Oh, okay. Team leader all ready to hand it over. Look at us bragging about our time management. A quick reminder, team 1, because you are the only team. Katlego is not helping you present. He is staying with you to help you with this piece, but he's not helping you present. Okay? So use your hour wisely.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mlungisi bought himself a little help, but it's his first time working with Katlego. So how smoothly did that partnership run? And how will Koketso and Refillware fare on their own? This is a brief that opens so many possibilities given 3M's vast array of products. Let's see who can elevate their game enough to reach the prestigious final.
Hi there.
Good afternoon.
Again, nice to see you. And the shiniest shoes I've seen all week. Excellent. How was your day today?
Quite hectic. Yeah, we've done the best that we could, and I hope that you'll enjoy the presentation.
Did you have a big surprise this morning?
Huge surprise. Oh no, the plot thickens.
Every episode.
Yeah, it looks like you never run out of it.
But it sounds like you took a big gamble, and we've read your documents, and we are super, super looking forward to seeing your pitch this afternoon. Thank you for 2 really good looking documents with some really thoughtful stuff, which we'll talk about afterwards. So exciting day, because 2 of the 3 of you today will go home with 50,000, and tomorrow 1 is going to be the big winner. So we really look forward to your pitch. 3 minutes begins now.
Good afternoon, judges, and my name is Mlungisi Nkosi, and today I'm here to present you 3M's Mom's Magic Box, because moms make magic. So in our problem statement, we wanted to design a low-cost, easy-to-use community fix and safety kit that solves a specific and common repair problem. Now, in our consideration, what we wanted to consider is, first of all, think about Slindile, who is a young, aspiring professional. She's just started work, and she's a middle-income earner. She wants to live in a comfortable home, but often struggles with those smaller DIY issues. But also think about a mom, Susan. She is, a 35 to 45-year-old woman who is in the peak of her career, and her interests are gardening, home stuff, but she also does not have as much time to fix her home. So what was our solution? So our proposal, okay, there we go. Our proposal is Mom's Magic Box by 3M. Now, in our consideration here, we looked at having just a magic box that has all-in-one household repair and safety tool that's designed to turn every mom's challenges into quick, confident fixes. Because 43% of households are actually women-led, female-led, and as a result, they often struggle with getting solutions around DIY. And often, the guys that can actually fix their problems charge them an arm and a leg, and everyone knows that they need every rand to stretch. Now, what does this toolkit comprise of? 3M's jumbo hooks. It's got 2 kg Scotch Fix and mounting tapes. It's got sandpaper, the works. This is an all-in-one stop shop that will make sure that every mom can turn into a DIY expert. Now, what is this going to cost? Well, we looked at a costing of about 1,085 per box. And I mean, if you compare this to a normal toolkit, think about drilling, think about all the other DIY stuff that you need, you'll realize that this is actually a giveaway. And so we are looking at a profit margin of over 29%. And in this case, that will be able to serve every mom. And I thank you.
Wow, well done with 7 seconds to spare. You definitely must have prepared really well and rehearsed. So thank you for that. Let's begin with Sim.
Thank you. Keras,
Yes, sir.
well done
Thank
for
you.
making it all this way. It seems like you're the camper kid. Let's see. Well, I must say, I love the concept. I love the concept. I love the way that you packaged it. I think even now the presentation was just was also quite good. However, just minor things that I picked up, bearing in mind what the brief was highlighting. One of those aspects was around reusability of the products. I didn't see that coming through, whether you will be using sustainable elements that you can reuse. That's one aspect that I didn't see coming through in terms of your pitch. The second aspect was around the prototype. So when we are looking at the products that you actually submitted vis-a-vis what's on the presentation, we saw two different products. So we weren't quite sure which one's which. Was a beautiful box which had different shapes, formats inside, but yet on the presentation there was that lovely box that we are seeing there. So we didn't know which one is which between the two, the two aspects. If you do make it to the next round, let's just please make sure that we clean up on some of those things. Otherwise, I'm comfortable with it. I like it.
No questions, Sim?
No questions.
Thanks. I mean, just to pick up on that, I think one of the things you were specifically asked about in deliverables was the product design. So I think that is a bit of a concern. Thanks, Sim. Nothing else from you?
Nothing else, thanks.
Okay, super. Dawn, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for excellent and well done, I would say, presentation. And I think the concept really hits home. I have made a few notes and I do have a few questions, but first let me give you some of my feedback to consider. So I think the target market, I think you have been very accurate in defining that. The one kit that you have proposed, I was actually surprised that it really does work. Coming into this competition, my view was you probably needed to have multiple kits. But what I do like is that you've been able to package a solution that will actually fit various different applications in terms of what is it that I'm trying to do? What is the usability? So that that one box becomes almost like a first aid kit for fixing and being able to do multiple different jobs in the home, in the office. So well done to that. But I have a question about Mom's Magic Box, because if you look at your personas and you look at your profiles, it's not just a mom that you're targeting. Your profile A isn't necessarily somebody who is a mother, right? So you are probably isolating a bit of your target market by putting the word mom. The Magic Box, the 3M Magic Box, is very appropriate. And I think you've hit the nail on the head there. But I would say if you were going to make an iteration, you were going to make a change to this, think about all the personas and all the people that you are trying to target and make a few tweaks. But I think that's probably about 10% of it. I think 90% of it there you've probably got right. So I really give you kudos for doing that. Another thing that I think is really good is that you've actually looked at the costing. You've looked at the profit required, and I think that that works very well as well. The other thing that I really like is a lot of these products require you to understand how to utilize the product, and you've incorporated into your proposal that there would be QR codes. People would be able to scan that, understand how to use the product, because a lot of 3M success is actually applying the product correctly. So you've catered for that, you've thought about that. I think that you can probably utilize that a little bit further in probably YouTube videos, and people can get more technical information. But overall, very excited to see how much you have done in such a short space of time. So even the marketing campaign, it hits home. So I really am, blown away with what you've done. So really well done. And my question to you is, have you learned anything about 3M innovation today?
I have. So I'm in the education space. In fact, my initial proposal was going to be around education, but I've learned quite a lot about 3M, and I really do. One of the things that I just realized is that perhaps it's not very visible to the normal person every day, So I think that's one of the things that I would love to see this brand amplified, to the normal customer, to their normal everyday experience.
Thank you. Appreciate
it. Thanks, Dawn. That's actually interesting because when the judges were chatting, Dawn was telling us that I'm going to keep it a secret for a little bit later when everyone's together, but how many products 3M produces globally and then how many are available in South Africa. I'll let you guess all a little bit later. But the fact that 3M takes a back seat, because you've correctly observed, and the actual product brand is like a post-it note or Scotch tape, or the pot scours. I don't do the washing up. So Scotch Brite, I don't do the washing up. But thank you. So thanks for that. A little bit of feedback from me. I got quite excited when you talked about not pinking a hammer. I thought that was really, really super smart. I don't know whose words those are, but they were great. And yeah, I agree. Not all women are moms, but all women need this. So I feel like you've closed off a whole chunk of your market. I'm not wild for the design. I'm getting tea.
Christmas.
I'm getting tea.
Christmas.
A tea brand that I'm not going to name. Might be the flowers, but let's not go there. I also like the how-to videos in your marketing. I think that was terrific. Just apart from all of the product stuff, your presentation style, your ability to communicate is really fabulous. And it's a real gift. So you must nurture that. I think it's quite expensive. I think almost $2,000 for a magic box is quite a lot of money. So I think you'd have to, in your positioning, you'd have to work on that. But on the whole, I think great. Let me ask you a question and to say, having listened to what you've heard feedback-wise, and with a time to reflect, because there's nothing better than presenting. When you present, all these things pop in your head. If you had a magic wand and you could make one change to your pitch right now, what would you change?
Definitely the word mom. To be honest with you, we were stuck with mom because it was easier to kind of find a tagline around it. Mom makes magic, which actually 3M, that's where it comes from.
Okay.
3M, so mom makes magic. But, we were stuck with finding an alternative for that. So we were stuck with mom.
Just created a bit of a rod for your own back. Yeah. Okay, good. But it's important to reflect. So unless there's anything else from the judges?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed it. We'll see you a little later.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Bit different being here without a partner.
Yes.
How was the day solo?
Stretching, but I'm just hoping I was able to put everything that I learned into today.
And you were really solo today?
Extremely solo.
Okay, we'll talk more about that. So you know our judges, and we appreciate your documents. They both looked great. We are looking forward to hearing you use your 3 minutes magnificently. So let's begin. Your time starts now.
Every learner deserves a safe and secure classroom no matter where they are. Unfortunately, in South Africa, many township schools face infrastructure challenges and safety hazards, putting the lives of learners at risk. 3M EduGuard partners with township schools in South Africa to provide affordable, easy-to-use kits that afford learners and educators fast repairs and safeguarding of classrooms. Instead of educators being forced to rely on slow, costly, and even expensive DIYs to fix problems within their infrastructures, putting student safety and learning outcomes on the line, schools need practical solutions that are available, accessible, and affordable. Aligning 3M EduGuard with safety and maintenance guidelines, our kit is going to consist of 3 elements. The first one is first aid, the second one is maintenance, and then the third one is safety and security. And above here are our key features within the kits. In terms of the market and our competitors, unlike our competitors Henkel and Tessa SA, who offer fragmented options, which sometimes the educators and schools don't even know which they need, we are offering an integrated solution that is focused on the school environment, that is affordable and dependable. In terms of our go-to market, we're going to follow 3 components. The first one is strategic partnerships. We're going to partner with government departments and NGOs that are focused on education programs. In terms of getting into the market, our key channels are going to be partnering with educational suppliers and hardware stores, and then online e-commerce platforms, as well as corporate partnerships. And then in terms of expansion, we're going to start off in the high need areas as part of the pilot. And then once we've received feedback from that, we're going to roll it out on a national scale. And then lastly, secure our retail partnerships. In terms of our implementation plan, we anticipate that this will take us 18 months, divided into research and development, securing strategic partners, securing distribution channels, piloting and receiving feedback in terms of research, and then a full market rollout, and then also continuous development into other learning areas with regards to our kits. And then in terms of finance, we followed a low-cost strategy. This kit is going to cost us 200 Rand to manufacture. We're going to sell it at 525 Rand, giving us a 62% gross profit. 3M EduGuard is not just a product, it's a movement to transform education environments across South Africa.
That was that. Nothing else. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think that we will start with our sponsor for this episode, 3M. Dawn, over to you.
Yes, thank you. I've got so many notes, but really well done. I think, what stands out for me first and foremost is that the design of your particular kit is very much in line with our corporate ID. So well done for actually noting that. I was very excited to see that.
Thank you.
So I think just going into a little bit more of the detail, I think the fact that you've analyzed the competitors and the integration that you've seen is available for 3M versus a Taser or one of the other competitors is really spot on. In that it becomes, I think, very important for us and a way to position ourselves more effectively, being able to bundle these products together into the market. So I think that is really, really well done. I think just in terms of the schools, you're perhaps missing other markets. So you've honed in on schools specifically. I think there's a broader market opportunity. So I think about that one. The idea that you've incorporated about giving clear guidelines on technical usage, on how to go about step-by-step utilizing the product, you've incorporated the QR codes. That really is important because people need to know how to utilize these products effectively. And I think that is part of what you have hung this whole campaign on, that it's easy to use, easy to understand, and that it's going to safeguard the children. So that component of being able to utilize the products effectively is very, very good. I think that the other thing that you've really looked at is safety. You've incorporated that very well. 3M and safety first is a key component, so well done on that. And I think one of the other things that I really want to highlight is the cost analysis that you've done. You've put a lot of efforts into thinking about how much this is going to cost and what is affordable and what can I sell it for. And the margin that you've been able to present is a very, very healthy margin. So it becomes very viable. And I think that is important. Will this work? And I can say from that perspective, yes, it will. So I think well done for putting this presentation together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions that you'd like to ask?
Yes, same question that I asked the previous group is, what have you learnt about 3M innovation today?
Sure. I think apart from the various touch points of the brand, I think what stood out and also I carried into my presentation is the fact that, you know, at the core of your products is the consumer. So that's really why I wanted to zone into a specific target market and zone into their specific needs, because you can have all these fragmented solutions, but if they don't speak to a specific person, it becomes a bit difficult to sell. So that's, I would say, my takeaway.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dawn. Sim.
Thank you. Well done on the presentation.
Thank
I
you.
must say I enjoyed your pitch. There's 2 questions on my side. Education. Why education?
Okay, I decided to go with education because, first of all, I looked at the rollout. I wanted to look at underserved markets. And then I also did ask one of the guest specialist, which market is the most underserved? And they said schools. And I said, okay, but which schools? And then that's what took me to the township, to focus on the township. But really for me, it was just about who needs these kids on a daily basis, who is dealing with the masses, who has the highest risk. And just from my understanding, it's mostly children and, you know, mostly people that are in the business of dealing with children as opposed to households. So I just looked at where the problem is magnified.
Okay. Second one. In the brief, there was an element on sustainability.
Yes.
Did that come through?
Honestly, no. I did not get through that, so I'm not going to come up with anything. I didn't.
Okay. All right.
Any other comments, questions?
No other comments. Thanks.
You stole my question.
Oh, sorry.
But okay.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. I think, you know, picking up on a lot of Dawn's points, loads of good stuff. I also think that the education space, whilst correctly identified as being underserved and under-resourced, is good. It does limit you enormously, and in fact that's going to pull through in what you name your product. And a lot of businesses do that. They name for now and not for the future. So if you think about EduGuard, it's fine for now, for this market. But when you've marketed to schools and it's been successful, and now I don't know, retirement homes come your way, or businesses come your way, now you're called EduGuard. You have to think about, dream yourself into the future. And then I have to check that I'm safe to comment on the logo. It's a little bit political looking, that little logo of yours. But that being said, I think the thing that's missing, there's a lot of good stuff. I like the, you know, your 3 things about safety and security and so on. I like the fact that you want to pilot, that you're the first person in any case study that's talked about doing R&D and piloting, actually. We've not seen that in any sim, have we?
Coming through, no.
So I really like that. That's excellent. But what I'm missing, and it's very clearly written in the brief, is it says design a mock-up and show the product design. And we haven't seen that. I don't know what it looks like.
We saw the solar tape.
We saw a bag.
Yeah. Yes.
But I don't think that was enough. I don't think that was adequate. And we've spent a lot of time together over the last period. So I'm going to, in the voice of Sim, I'm going to say too much chat GPT and you didn't clean it up, which means you had too much copy in your document, which pulled through into here, which means it's hard to get the gist of it. Plus you didn't clean out your prompts. And at this stage of the competition, where tomorrow is the final, one person getting 100 grand. It's not the time for that kind of
mistakes.
Basic mistake. He didn't even want to say it, so it was for me to say. But a lot of good stuff, and we will see you a little bit later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Hello.
Hi, judges.
It's so different for us to see just one person standing here. How was the day today, all by yourself?
It was hectic. It was hectic. It was like, it's shocking to the system. Like, there's no one to actually, you know, bounce your ideas with. But yeah.
I mean, you went home yesterday knowing that it was a solo gig today.
True.
And this morning there was a twist. Tell us about that.
Well, here comes Katleho, and I'm like, to be quite honest, I felt like it's a bit unfair. I feel like it's a bit unfair. Kind of feels like, you feel like you are actually now, it's you versus the other person that doesn't have Katleho. So
It was always going to be you versus each other. But you had a chance to bid for him.
yeah, I did.
And you chose to bid 13,000. How did you come up with that? I mean,
I think when I was doing my math, I'm like, okay, I've got 103. I can get rid of the 3 and, I can give Katlego like the 10% of what I have. So that was my 13. And I thought they were all going to bid 10 or something.
yeah, it's hard to know in an auction, especially for a human. And then how have you felt subsequently? I mean, because then you heard someone bid 0 and someone bid a whole lot more than that.
I mean, before I also put a number on it, I was a bit like thinking, like, this is not fair though. So I kind of understand both of them. But I was like, it is what it is. Let's just give it our all. And let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
Who
I mean,
knows?
that's business and entrepreneurship, right? You take
True.
risks, you work with the information that you have, and all's fair in love and business. Okay. So thank you for your documents, which we enjoyed reading. The judges and I enjoyed reading your documents. They both looked fantastic. And without keeping you waiting anymore and making you squirm about that 13,000, let's give you your 3 minutes, and your time starts now.
I introduced you to the 3M kit, the Mind Gear kit, the Anchor Save kit, and the Shield and Shine kit. I greet you all. My name is Koketso Ramatlo. Now, what's the problem that we are facing is designing a low-cost, easy-to-use, community-safe fix and safety kit that solves a specific and common repair or safety challenge faced in South Africa, be it homes, schools, or businesses. What is our solution? We've curated 3 kits, the Mind Gear kit, the Anchor Save kit, and also the Shield and Shine kit. The Mind Gear kit, where sharp minds meet smart tools. The Anchor Save kit, mounted, fitted, protect yourself. And the Shield and Shine kit, the protection while cleaning. Now, here's a look at it. And also, our customer profiling, meet Tato, 14-year-old high scholar who does your DIY projects, your robotics and electronics. Alfred, a 45-year-old who does quick fixes, handiwork, plumbing. And meet Maria, 38-year-old, a hygiene efficiency, and also a cleaner who deals with skin and harsh chemicals every day. Now, when we look at our marketing campaign, when we look at our marketing campaign, we concentrated on the 3M kits. Put together, we say smarter, safer, and stronger. The campaign objective is to introduce and differentiate the 3 new kits and also in their respective markets. Position 3M as a problem-solving brand to schools, handymen, and cleaners. Drive engagement and sales through targeted messaging. And we look at that target audience. We've got the Mind Gear, which targets schools, parents, teachers, the Anchor Save, DIYers, your handymans, Shield and Shine, cleaners, and facility managers as well. There's a sum of the look of a brand visibility. And on the marketing mix, we actually concentrated on the 4 Ps: the product, highlighting of the product, the promotional strategy as well, the pricing as well, and also the place. When we look at the promotional strategy, we looked at your digital, retail, and trademark, PRs, and community, and the pricing for it to be affordable, the place, distribution using online shopping and offline shopping, such as hardware stores, supermarkets, and stationery stores. Our marketing strategy, we went more on looking at the awareness channels, digital and social media events, activations, partnerships, and collaborations. And how do we bring sustainability in it? We have designed a sustainable, recyclable kit package that offers these benefits: reduces landfill waste, lowers carbon footprints, encourages sustainable habits. And we looked at the marketing budget as well, where we placed it at 60,000 for Mind Gear, 60,000 for Anchor Save kit, and 30,000 for the Shield and Shine kit. And these are competitors.
Why don't you go back off that, please, because we didn't get to see it, and let's not have the competitors on the screen. Thank you. Thanks so much. Pity you ran out of time, but I think you were almost done. A few
Yes.
more slides?
Few more slides.
Okay. It's tough to make the time work, but you guys have gotten better and better at it. Not perfect. Sim, let's begin with you.
Thanks. Do you mind going back to slide 10? You mentioned partnerships and collaborations. Who are those?
Collaborations, on my proposal, I did put there that influencers that are in the space of actually using these things, that they could do small videos that could actually make them pop. So collaborating with them.
Give me one name.
I'm sorry.
Give me one name.
There is a guy who does your safe and homes and renos. I just forgot his name, sorry. But who does that? I did actually look him up.
Okay. I must say though, I loved your presentation. I loved the way that you incorporated the brief, particularly elements around sustainability. We liked that, and the aspects around being able to reuse the product. I loved the differentiated approach in terms of the products. I thought that was quite unique, and I think the flow of it in each and every slide that you're presenting, all of the 3 products were coming through. It also gives an opportunity to be able to tap into different markets. I liked that because it means that there's an element of scalability that comes into the picture. So I must say that is an aspect that I really did like about your presentation. And in compliment to you, I think over time you've become comfortable in presenting. I like the fact that you do make eye contact with us, which is good. If you do make it through, just make sure you try and enhance that moving forward.
100%.
Otherwise, that's all on my end.
Thank you. Nice feedback.
Thank you.
Useful stuff. If we see you tomorrow, good stuff to be using. No pressure. And let's hear from Dawn now from 3M.
Yeah, thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed your presentation and reading through your documents. And I think the way that you've captured this overall is very fresh. So, you know, it aligns to 3M's way of marketing and 3M's strategy. And I think kudos to you and your designer for, you know, getting that up front. It really looks good. And I think what really stood out for me and hit home and was one of the things that I was hoping for is that your campaign has worked across the various different personas and target markets, and that you've got this beautiful 3M Kits banner that actually kind of brings and holds everything together. So it's an identifier. It creates an identity that links into 3M Science Applied to Life. It really links into, you know, the overall ethos of what we stand for. So I think that was really well done. The other thing that I would like to point out is that your affordable marketing campaign, to me, is something that you guys have obviously thought through. So you've thought about how you want to market these products, where you want to market them. And I think for the limited time that you've got or that you've had, you've done a good job of doing that. I would like you to just go to the slide that has the 3 kits, because you've been very clever in putting taglines. But I'm really wanting to understand why you've utilized the same tagline for 2 of the kits.
Sorry, that was an error. Wait, let me go back.
So
Sorry.
I can't remember. It was at the kind of
The start, the beginning, slide.
Where you see the
Sorry, that's an error. So when I presented it, that's why I said cleaning made easier.
Aha.
So
okay. So you see,
typo.
I read the small print, hey? well spotted, but thanks. Okay, at least that makes sense to me. You know, I just think moving forward, we obviously need to look at what is the future of this campaign, and does it have legs? You know, there's some products here that I would suggest maybe have a second look at in terms of what you're incorporating, and does it actually make sense to the particular kits. But I think overall a very, very well put together campaign. So yeah, well done on that. And a question I have for you is the same one that I've asked each group is, what have you learned about 3M innovation?
What I've learned is that actually, especially looking at your competitors, that you guys are far ahead, and you've got a broad spectrum of products. And yeah, I actually think that this marketing would actually work. The marketing campaign that I've put together, obviously fixing there and there, but I think it would work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Thanks. This was really a really excellent looking presentation and quite innovative. We had a bit of a debate if we liked the idea of 3 separate products or if we thought it should be 1 kit, but we came to the conclusion that we actually like the 3 kit kind of approach. My issue is that I don't feel like they're 3 parts of one whole. There's, you know, you've created such unique identities for them that they don't feel like they're 3 parts of a whole. And as I said to one of the other contestants, is you have to imagine the future. The future is maybe there's 6 different ones or 8 different ones, and you have to build for the future. And for now, whatever marketing you did for Mind Gear wouldn't give you any halo effect into Anchor Safe or Shield and Shine. They don't look like each other, they don't feel like each other, and you'd want to have that benefit across each other. So be careful that you don't chop things up into too many parts, that the whole isn't greater than the sum of them. I think you did well also on the safety first stuff. I think there's good potential. You itemized the products, which was good. You actually showed the products, which is good. You made sure that the brand was visible. I got a bit stuck. If you'll go back to actually leave it there, that's a perfect place. I'm not sure why we need a kit for a handyman. I'm thinking a handyman has a handy person has his or her own toolkit. I feel that customer profile was off for me.
Okay.
I challenge that.
I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy, and I'm happy to hear from the contestant also their thinking.
So at times looking at me as the consumer, we would have a problem. Obviously, we need to do some, work at the house, and then we call someone, they don't even have it. I could quickly go and buy, something put together for someone to come and just fix my things in the house. So most of them, they don't even have the tools. They come, they say we have the experience, but no tools. You have to go buy them.
Okay.
And from 3M's perspective, this is a target market where a lot of the unique innovations that we have are not well known. And I'll specifically talk about VHB, which is obviously the bonding product. Traditionally, these gentlemen would use rivets and screws. So when you put our VHB tape into this kit, they found innovative ways of getting the job done much quicker than they would have done in a traditional format. So
okay, nice. Every day is a school day. Super, thank you. Thanks so much. We will see you a little bit later.
Thank you.
Welcome back to our top 3.
thank you.
It's been a challenging time to get here, and we have Sim and I particularly who've been here for the whole journey, but Dawn today as well. We've really enjoyed your work. It's been, the standard has consistently gone up, and without sounding like Mom and Dad, we're super proud of you, aren't we?
Very.
Okay, but it's a big day today, and it's a serious day today, because there's only one more day left, and tomorrow will only be 2 of you, and then only 1 goes home with a big check tomorrow. So I asked a couple of you to think about how many products you think 3M markets in South Africa. So I'm going to ask each of you to guess now. You've got a bit of insight into 3M in the work that you've done. I'm going to ask each of you, we'll go from left to right, how many products do you think 3M markets in South Africa?
Sure. I'm going to take a wild guess.
Go.
150?
Thank you. Your guess?
250.
Your guess?
100.
The person who's furthest away from the correct number goes home. Dawn, do you want to tell them how many?
Sure. We actually market around 12,000 products in South Africa.
Wow.
And 56,000 products approximately globally.
Shoo.
Okay, anyway, bit of fun, but now let's get very serious. Okay, Very serious is that we have seen the quality of your work improve. Your presentation styles have improved, but we're still seeing a lot of chat GPT and too much content. And the thing that I want to give you, and whether you're going through tomorrow or not, this is still relevant because you're all entrepreneurs and it makes a difference in your business going forward, is be careful of not reading the brief absolutely carefully and being clear on giving exactly what your client has asked you for. The second thing is be careful that you don't disappear into your copy so much that you can't find the out again, that you can't find the main thing again. In fact, in the brief, you were asked for a mock-up. And you know how many mock-ups we saw out of the three of you? How many, Sim?
No, not.
0. We saw nothing. We didn't see one. And at this stage of the competition, that isn't good enough. So I'm going to say to you, read the exam paper, beginning to end. Don't be in a hurry. Keep it simple. Less is more. Remember the story about? It's harder to write a short story than a long story. So only 2 are going to be staying and doing tomorrow's challenge and fighting it out for the 100,000. There's money in everybody's bank account, but only one person is going to take home the big check tomorrow. In the past, I've told you who's safe. Today, I'm going to tell you who is not safe. And again, we thank you for your hard work. Today was tough on your own. The person going home today is Refilwe. Thank you for everything that you've done and for your high standard and your commitment. And I have to ask you, Koketso, do you still think it was unfair? Everything's fair. Thank you, everybody.
One for you, and one for you. Koketso, tell me what the tears are about.
This competition just makes me cry.
Engen the Making of Making Tears for Koketso. Let's give her a chance to compose herself. Refilwe, you were up against 2 really tough competitors today. How do you feel about being the one leaving today?
I'm good. I prayed for contentment. I got that. I gave it my all. I wouldn't have changed anything. And I think just going forward is carrying the lessons that I've learned, but I wouldn't have changed anything.
So you wouldn't have changed the ability to outbid Ndungisi?
I still would not have changed my bid.
What are you proud of from your experience?
I'm proud of my faith. I really believe that God will take me through. I stuck it out. I saw every day as a new challenge. And I think above all, it was me against me from the beginning.
Judges, I think that it's a bittersweet moment for all of us. Dawn from 3M, thank you so much, and thank you for that question that you asked them. I think that it's an important thing for all of us to just think about how has your perception changed since you started looking at this thing. So thank you for that perspective.
It's a huge privilege. I think everybody here today has done an absolutely amazing job. And it was truly a privilege to see each one of your campaigns and how you translated that. So well done to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sim from Engen, you help us make these moments happen. So to you and to Engen, as always, thank you so much for making the making of happen.
It's a pleasure.
I never want to be in your shoes, Heidi.
Me too sometimes.
So thank you for holding all of this together with such grace and keeping these 2 in check, because yesterday I said always a lady Heidi, and today I'm going to say sometimes a ringmaster Heidi as well. Judges, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your insights. Judges, you may leave.
Thank you.
Refilwe, one more time, thank you so much for your participation. You have been an absolute light in this competition. You've been a part of so many breakthroughs and you've been a part of so many great solutions. You can be proud of yourself. And I know that you're taking with you not just a nice chunk of change, but you're taking with you a lot of experience that's going to make you a better entrepreneur. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll keep an eye on you. Refilwe, you may leave.
Thank you.
Our top two. And what's interesting to me standing here is, to be perfectly honest, I'm seeing a similar kind of thing that we saw last year. I'm seeing the comeback kid that was given a chance to come back, making good and really proving to be quite the threat. And I'm seeing the consistent one that's done really well throughout this competition, standing here and saying, well, I've been in it from the start and I'm taking it. I'm very interested in seeing what the final brings and what the two of you conjure up in what is a 100,000 Rand winner takes all showdown.
History won't repeat itself.
Any comeback to that, Mlungisi?
We'll see about that.
And I think that's the perfect moment to say, good luck in advance. Please get some rest. Come back ready, fresh, ready to fight. Contestants, you may leave. Those were three very different solutions, each leaning on unique strengths and creative vantage points. Lungisi's gamble paid off, and he steps into the final with accumulated winnings of 70,000 Rand. That's 100,000 Rand minus the 30,000 Rand he paid for Katlego's help today. Koketso secured her spot, sitting second on the money ladder with 153,333 Rand. Katlego sneaks in a cheeky 30,000 Rand, stretching his lead at the top of the ladder and taking him to 191,000 Rand. And Refilwe exits gracefully with 83,333 Rand. The stage is set for a dramatic conclusion. I'm Yasmin Ali, and I can't wait to see you for the final round of the 2025 Engen The Making of.
I think right now I'm proud of myself. Obviously I'm a bit emotional, but I believe that God brought me here for a reason, and it was really, I mentioned with the judges that it was me against me. Every day I had to make sure that I get up, I put my best foot forward, and I push through. And I do that with my integrity, and I maintain my character. So those are the most important things for me, and I believe I did that. I'm thankful to God for the winnings that I did get. They will go a long way. Obviously you want to win, but for me just getting here, I'm very thankful.